Morning students, today we are going to do some question answers for extra question answers for the chapter Journey to the End of the World. These answers to these questions are given in value points, and you have to develop them into complete answers. These are just the points for the answers. What was the first question that we do? What was academic Solarsky? Where was it headed and why? The value points for this answers are: it was a Russian research vessel. It was heading towards the coldest, driest and the windiest continent in the world, Antarctica. They were heading to be a part of the Students on Ice program. So you have to develop this answer, and so you have to do with the others. Second question is, how did Antarctica amaze the writer when she first saw it? The value points are: she was relieved. Why? Because after a long journey, she was able to stand on the hard surface or on the ground, and that is why she was relieved. Second point is profound wonder at Antarctica's immensity and isolation. How immense it is, how huge, and everywhere it just spreads the white ice and nothing else to break the vision or the sight of the writer. And isolation, how lonely that place seemed to be. So this is your value point for it. The next third question is, how is present day Antarctica different from the Gondwana? So this answer you can find on page number 19, the first paragraph, that during Gondwana it was a single landmass. India and all other continents and countries were one single landmass, and later it started breaking up when it was the end of the dinosaurs. That was the time when Gondwana started breaking up, and during the time of the Gondwana, Antarctica was a warm place which had a good flora and fauna. But today Antarctica is the coldest, the driest and the windiest place, and the places it has been cut off and drifted to the south, to the end of the world or towards the south. Why does Tishani Doshi call her 2-week stay in Antarctica a chilling prospect? Now the value points are: our author was accustomed to live in warm climate, because she came from Chennai, so she was used to the warm climate, and here staying in this place which was covered with ice and which was very cold, so thinking about it was a chilling prospect. Staying for 2 weeks in a place where 90% of the earth's total volume of ice are stored is a chilling prospect. So total volume of ice are stored here. So this is a chilling, thinking about it gives a chill. Coldness of the region not only restrains her circulatory and metabolic functions but also her imagination. It was so cold that there was problem with her circulatory and metabolic functions, but not only that, even imagination. Staying in such a place needed a lot of imagination, because this was just an open land with only ice and ice here, with 6 months of darkness and 6 months of light. Why does one lose all earthly perspective on reaching Antarctica? The value point for this is, it's like walking into a giant ping pong ball, devoid of any human marks, no trees, billboards, buildings. Visual scale ranges from microscopic to macroscopic. So here it was as if walking on a giant ping pong. It was all white and barren, nothing else. There was no man-made signs here, no trees and all that. And visual scale range from the microscopic from the very tiny to the huge icebergs. So you have to develop this answer once again, and that is why she had the earthly perspective, that in other places we have things with which we can measure, see, understand the distance, but here it wasn't so. And for human, the prognosis is not good. Explain the situation in observation. Now, value points are: the span of 12,000 years of human existence is quite insignificant in comparison to the Earth's history. Earth's history is more than 500 million years, but man has come on this earth only for 12,000 years. But in this 12,000 years, he has created a ruckus by concretizing nature everything of concrete, destroying nature, burning fossil fuels that ascertains a bleak future. And the burning of the fossil fuels, all it has covered the whole world with a blanket of carbon dioxide, and which leads to the bleak future. Now we come, how is Antarctica a crucial element in the debate on climate change? Now, when the people, the policy makers, and the environmentalists, and all the other people are talking about the climatic change, how come or why does Antarctica stand an important place there? Value points: because it has no population. Second, so it is untouched, it is pristine. More importantly, it holds in its ice cores 500,000-year-old carbon record. And more important, in its ice cores, in the layers of the ice, it holds carbon secrets which can reveal a lot about the past. Long question answers, and for this, it can also mean that it holds facts for the present situation and for the future situation. Now we come to the long answer. Describe the impact of Antarctica on the writer. Value point: it was amazing, alluring, and mind-boggling experience. Second point, amazed to see the wide stretch of sea under the blue horizon. It was a place which has the history of mankind embedded deep into the layers of ice. The sight of the collapsing ice shield, breaking of icebergs, and melting of the ice was an eye-opener that this is what is going to happen in the future. It made the author and her team aware of the dangers the future times are having in their folds, that what is going to unfold for the human beings in the future could be seen through the ice shelves and the melting ice layers of ice. Now, what is the significance of the title Journey to the End of the Earth? The title Journey to the End of the World has more than one meaning. It describes an educational journey to Antarctica undertaken by a group of high school students to learn more about the real impact of global warming and the future of the Earth. The author calls it a journey to the end of the Earth because it began 13.09 degree north of equator in Madras, involved crossing 9 time zones, 6 checkposts, 3 oceans, and 3 ecospheres. The journey being to the extreme south of the Earth is really towards the end of it. Another meaning of the title is more significant, as the warnings that Antarctica gives are shocking and much concerning the humanity and the millions of other species on the Earth. The changes taking place in Antarctica are pointing a warning finger at the existence of the Earth. The Earth is journeying to its end. So this title, The Journey to the End of the World, it is about the school students traveling literally to the end of the world, school students going to learn more about the real impact of global warming and the future of the Earth. The second is that the journey started from Madras and to the south of the Earth, which is really the end of the world. And the third thing, that it is pointing a finger towards the end of the world, or towards the existence of the Earth and the other living things, organisms, and the fauna and flora on this Earth coming to an end because of what human beings are doing to nature. So this is the answer. It has got 3 points to it, and this is a long answer. I hope these answers will help you to understand the chapter and to write your answers properly. Thank you very much.